This is for educational use only.
I group grasp permission for instructor Mr. Jordan Adines to use this as educational material.
Good day, everybody. Today, we're going to tackle the topic about Asian regionalism. This video will explain what is Asian regionalism, why it exists, and why it matters in today's world. Let's get started. So first, the learning objectives of our topic are differentiate between regionalization and globalization. Second, identify the factors leading to a greater integration of the Asian region. Third, analyze how different Asian states confront the challenges of globalization and regionalization. So now, what is Asian regionalism? Asian regionalism refers to the cooperation among Asian countries to achieve shared goals such as economic growth, political stability, and regional security. Organizations like ASEAN, SAARC, and APEC show how Asian nations work together while still respecting each country's sovereignty. Unlike other regions, Asian regionalism focuses more on consensus, non-interference, and gradual cooperation. Example, ASEAN allows countries like the Philippines, Indonesia, and Thailand to work together on trade, disaster response, and security. Did you know ASEAN makes decisions through consensus, meaning no country is forced to agree if it is not ready? So why do Asian countries prefer cooperation without strong enforcement? Asian countries prefer cooperation without strong enforcement because they value sovereignty and mutual respect. Many Asian nations have different political systems and historical experiences, so strict rules may create conflict. Flexible cooperation helps maintain peace, trust, and unity among member states. So now, let's talk about the localization of Asian regionalism. The localization of Asian regionalism means adapting regional cooperation to Asian values and local context. Instead of copying Western models, Asian countries develop their own style of regionalism that emphasizes harmony, respect, and non-interference in internal affairs. This localized approach, often called the ASEAN Way, allows countries to resolve issues through consultation and gradual agreement. As a result, cooperation becomes more inclusive and acceptable to all member states. Example, ASEAN decisions are made through consensus, meaning all member states must agree before action is taken. So now, what is the difference between regionalization and globalization? When comparing regionalization and globalization, it is important to understand their scope. Regionalization focuses on strengthening ties within a specific region, such as trade agreements, political partnerships, and cultural exchanges among Asian countries. Globalization, on the other hand, involves worldwide integration in economics, culture, technology, and communication. While globalization connects nations across the globe, regionalization helps countries build regional strength and stability before fully engaging with the global market. Example, regionalization includes trade agreements among Asian countries, while globalization includes international trade between Asia, Europe, and America.
Hello, good day everyone. So I'm gonna discuss about definition of Asian regionalism. So it refers to cooperation and partnership among countries in Asia to achieve common goals such as economic growth and also peace, stability, and cultural understanding. It is the ideal that Asian nations work together instead of acting alone in order to solve the shared problems and improve the lives of their people. So Asian regionalism started after World War II. So, particularly in 1950s and 1960s when many Asian countries gained independence from colonial rule. So this newly independent nation realized the cooperation was important for rebuilding their concerns, economies, and strengthening political stability and protecting their sovereignty. And one of the most important milestones in Asian regionalism was the formation of ASEAN in 1967 by 5 Southeast Asian countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and also the Singapore, and lastly, the Thailand. And ASEAN aimed to promote a regional peace and economic cooperation. Over the time, Asian regionalism expanded beyond Southeast Asia. Organizations such as the East Asia Summit were formed to promote trade, investment, and dialogue among more Asian countries. Through the regionalism, countries reduce the trade barriers, encourage investment, address environmental issues, and maintain regional security.
Good day everyone. Today, my topic is why there is Asian regionalism. This presentation aims to explain reasons behind the emergence and continued development of regional cooperation among Asian countries. Asian regionalism developed as response to shared economic, political, social, and security challenges that individual nations often find difficult to address on their own. With the rapid pace of globalization, countries in Asia recognize the need to work together to strengthen economic ties, promote sustainable development, and ensure peace and stability with the region. Regionalism also serves as a means to enhance cooperation in areas such as trade, investment, education, technology, and disaster management. By forming regional organizations and partnerships, Asian countries able to share their resources, exchange knowledge, and coordinate policies for mutual benefits. This cooperation helps reduce conflicts, encourages dialogue, and build trust among neighboring states with diverse culture, histories, and political systems. Furthermore, Asian regionalism allows countries in the regions to protect their common interests and increase their collective influence in global affairs. Acting as a unified group enables Asian nations to have a stronger voice in international decision-making processes and global economic negotiations. Overall, understanding why Asian regionalism exists helps us appreciate the importance of unity, cooperation, and shared responsibility in achieving long-term peace, economic growth, and regional stability in Asia.
Hello everyone. We're going to talk about what is the example of regionalism. Regionalism refers to the emphasis on the interest, culture, or identity of a specific geographic region within a larger nation or entity. So first is the CAR. It means the Cordillera Administrative Region. Cordillera created to recognize the unique identity of the Igorot peoples in northern Luzon. It has a regional governance structure focused on preserving indigenous cultures, managing natural resources, and driving local development. There are 6 places in Cordillera. So the first is the Abra. Abra is a landlocked province in the northern central section of Luzon, Philippines. The second is the Apayao. Apayao, known as the Undiscovered Paradise, it features a rugged landscape of mountain, rivers, and caves. So the third is the Benguet. Benguet, known for its mountainous terrain, cool climate, and as the salad bowl of the Philippines. So the fourth is the Ifugao. The Ifugao are an indigenous group in the mountains Cordillera region of the northern Luzon, Philippines. So the fifth is the Kalinga. Kalinga is known as the rice granary of the Cordillera. So the last is the Mountain Province. Mountain Province is known for its rugged terrain. It features the most famous hanging coffins of Sagada, rice terraces, and rich indigenous culture.
Hello everyone, I'm gonna discuss what is regionalism in the Philippines and what is the difference between regionalism and globalization. First, what is regionalism in the Philippines? Regionalism in the Philippines refers to the strong sense, identity, belonging, and loyalty people feel toward their own region, such as Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao. Identity is shaped by differences in language, culture, tradition, and historical background. Regionalism can be seen in the way local communities promote their own culture, prioritize regional development, and support leaders who represent regional interests. While regionalism helps preserve cultural diversity and address local needs, it can also create regional inequality or division if national unity is weakened. What is the difference between regionalism and globalization? The difference between regionalism and globalization lies in their scope and focus. Regionalism emphasizes cooperation and shared identity within a specific region or a group or nearby countries. It contrasts globalization, connects people, economies, and cultures on a global scale through trade, communication, and technology. Simply put, regionalism focuses on local or regional connections, while globalization highlights worldwide interconnectedness.
Good day everyone, I'll be discussing about the factors leading to greater integration of Asian region. Let's have the first one, which is economic cooperation and trade agreements. Asian countries have strengthened economic ties through regional organizations such as ASEAN, APEC, and RCEP. These agreements reduce trade barriers, encourage investment, and allow the free flow of goods and services, making economics more interdependent. And the second one, globalization and technological advancement. Advance in communication, transportation, and digital have made it easier for Asian countries to connect. Online trade, faster travel, and digital platforms enable business and people to interact across borders more efficiently. And the third one, shared cultural and historical connection. Many Asian nations share cultural values, traditions, and historical experiences. These similarities promote mutual understanding and cooperation, especially in education, tourism, and cultural exchange program. And the fourth one is political security cooperation. Asian countries collaborate to address common security concerns such as terrorism, piracy, climate change, and regional conflicts. Diplomatic dialogue and regional forums help maintain stability and peaceful relations. And lastly, developing Asian states. Balancing growth and protection, less developed Asian countries benefits from globalization through jobs and investments. But they struggle with poverty, cultural erosion, and environmental degradation. Governments address these challenges through social programs and development policies. Move forward to discussing how different Asian states confront the challenges of globalization and regionalization. Starting off with China. State-led global integration, China embraces globalization through global trade and investment while maintaining strong government control. It protects key industry, supports local companies, and uses regional initiative to expand influence while managing economic risk. Next is Japan and South Korea. Innovation and competitiveness This countries respond to globalization by focusing on technology, education, and innovation. They invest heavily in research and development to remain competitive while balancing global trade with domestic economy stability. The third one is Southeast Asia. ASEAN states. Regional cooperation, ASEAN countries confront globalization by working together as a regional bloc. While they benefit from foreign investment and trade, they also face challenges such as income inequality and environmental issues, which they can address through regional policies.
Hello everyone, I'm gonna discuss about advantages and disadvantages of regionalism. So, what is regionalism? Regionalism refers to the strong identification of people with a particular region based on shared culture, language, traditions, or economic interest. It can exist within a country or between neighboring countries. While regionalism can promote local development and cultural pride, it may also create division if not managed properly. Advantages of regionalism. So first, preservation of culture and identity. Regionalism helps protect local languages, tradition, customs, and heritage. It allows communities to maintain their unique cultural identity in a globalized world. And the second, balance regional development. It encourages attention to the needs of specific regions, leading to better use of local resources and more equitable economic development. And the third, improved governance decision. Making becomes more efficient when regional government understand local problems better than a central authority. Disadvantages of regionalism. So first, threat to national unity excessive. Regionalism may weaken national identity and create division within a country. Second, political conflicts. Disputes or disagreements between individuals, groups, or countries over power, authority, policies, or governance. They often arise when different parties have conflicting interests, beliefs, or goals regarding how a society, organized, or state should be.
Good day everyone. Today, I will discuss the topic of new regionalism and the impact of regionalization on globalization. This topic explains how countries, especially in Asia, strengthen regional cooperation while still participating in the global economy. Now, let's talk about the impact of regionalization on globalization. Regionalization has a significant impact on globalization, as it can both support and challenge the global integration process. On one hand, regionalization strengthens globalization by creating strong regional blocs that actively participate in global trade and international relations. When regions such as Asia become more integrated, they are better and prepared to compete in global markets. They contribute to the global economy. So the regional trade agreements reduce barriers among neighboring countries and making trade more efficient. It encourages economic growth. This increased regional cooperation and often leads to higher production. Technological, it exchange and invest, which expand the beyond region and support globalization in other countries. The new regionalism refers to the modern form of regional cooperation that emerged in response to rapid globalization. It is the changing of global conditions. Unlike traditional regionalism, which mainly focused on economic protection and trade. because it is within the region. New regionalism is more open, flexible, and inclusive.